What's up everybody? Andrew here with the Medellin Buzz. In this video, I am in Belén, in Medellin, and I'm also here with my friend Alejandro.
Hey, what's up? How are you all?
Today we're going to be talking about his experience as an expat here in Medellin, Colombia. Let's go. Why did you choose Medellin if you've been to all these other countries?
I was tired of doing what I did for a living. I'm a lawyer in Puerto Rico, and I was trying to, follow my purpose. And I contacted an astrologer, which is part of the things that I do now, and I asked him where in the world can I live for a better life or to find what I'm looking for. And one of the places was actually Colombia. And I came here for the first time in 2021, and I loved it. I mean, the people here are amazing. We are very alike. I didn't know that between Colombians and Puerto Ricans, at least in Medellin. People are very nice. I feel like home.
One of the most important things that everyone always asks is how you got your apartment, because you live in a pretty cool apartment over here.
Yes, well, I'm doing Airbnbs. I decided to get an Airbnb. Why? Well, first of all, I don't have, when I go to the regular route, they ask me for 3 months, 6 months in advance, especially because I don't have a cedula. Okay. And if I don't like the place, then what's up? I need to stay there for a long time. Yeah. Also, usually I need to furnish the apartment. So when I did all the research to buy all the stuff that I have here, I was gonna be able to break even after 10 months in a place, at least 10 to 11 months. And I also have to put up a lot of money, 3 to 5, 6 months in advance. Here, even though I have 3 or 4 months paid with Airbnb, they don't charge you. They charge you month by month.
I see.
So I don't put any down payment or deposit. And if I don't like it, I just leave. And I've been here month by month, and I've been negotiating the price, and it went from $1,100, and I'm now paying $900.
Oh,
so,
wow.
and it's everything together. I mean, I have AC, which is, here in Medellin, there's not many places with AC. People I go to locals' houses and they don't even have fans. Yeah. I'm like, dude, you don't even have a fan. So for me, that's very, very, very different.
Next question is about the elusive question of safety, because everyone seems to think that Medellin is super dangerous. Even like the United States government page says to avoid traveling to Colombia because you can get kidnapped, you can get robbed, etc. What has been your experience in regards to safety?
Well, I have had both experiences, good and bad. In my case, it's more good than bad, and I'm here, so I like it. But in Belén, or at least, Belén is the biggest comuna in Medellin.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, and you have good places and not so good places in most of the comunas. So it depends on where you're at. So the first thing is that you join this channel and learn about the specificities of each area. But in my case, here I can walk during the night. I barely ever do it because I wake up very early and I go to sleep very early. And I know there's a lot of cops or police going around in motorcycles. So I haven't had any problem.
Right.
Now, I can tell, in Laureles, I went at 4 p.m. about 2 or 3 months ago to eat in a restaurant, and Laureles have something that you don't see that much in Poblado, is that you have a restaurant which is inside AC in Poblado, with AC in Poblado, but then the same restaurant in Laureles is open, and the people that walk by can just touch you, grab stuff. So I was starting to order, and then this guy came with a gun and put the gun here to the guy right next to me.
Oh man.
And there were 2 guys, and the guy right next to the one that they pulled the chain. Yeah. I don't know what he did. He just grabbed the gun from the guy and took it from him. What? So it was very weird. The guy started running. He didn't shoot him because he didn't want to get in trouble. Right. But it was a very weird situation. But it was at 4 p.m.
Yeah. So it wasn't like late night. It was like broad daylight, basically.
Yeah. So what I've learned from locals and everything is that if you go to the south of Medellin, you have you don't have the pueblos or the barrios. So it's like higher stratus. You have more tourists, so there's more cops. And if you wanna steal something, you need to come from, very far away to hit Poblado. In the case of Laureles, Laureles is in the north side. So you have these barrios that are not that good, popular barrios, I don't know how you say it in English. And it's easier for them to just walk to the next corner or to the next comuna and steal something. If they want to go to Poblado, they need to go down 15, 20 minutes, and they need to run back and hide. So it's harder. So that was my experience.
That makes sense. Yeah, it makes sense. And so that seemed to be like more of like an opportunistic type of robbery. Some guy that was probably from one of the poorer neighborhoods that probably steals and robs people, probably saw this guy with the chain, stopped with his gun, probably a kid, right?
No.
Or was it an adult?
He was a young guy.
Yeah, probably inexperienced or whatever.
Very inexperienced.
Pulled the gun on the guy, grabbed his chain, and then the other guy grabbed the gun from him. That's insane.
I mean, he probably got his ass kicked because, he went with a gun, probably illegal, hard to find. Right. Somebody else gave it to him, and then he came back without the gun and with a little chain. so it wasn't a good trade for him. I'm sure he got kicked.
Very good trade. In your experience now that you've been here for a bit, what has been the best parts of living in Medellin?
I believe the people. That's one thing. The other thing, which is also top in the list, is my quality of life. I used to live in a beautiful place, beachfront in Puerto Rico, but if I wanted to go to the gym or I wanted to go to do some groceries, so I had to go into the car for 16, 20 minutes and then come back. So that's a 40-minute drive without traffic and assuming that I got what I wanted to get there. So here, first of all, I walk 5 minutes to the gym, and then when I come back, I buy the groceries for the next 1, 2, or 3 days because I will go there anyway. Tomorrow, I will pass through that place. So I do my groceries every 2 or 3 days. Everything is fresh. The meat is very fresh. I have more time now because I don't need to even though there's a lot of traffic and there's a lot of people here, I don't have to deal with that because I just walk to the different places. Another thing that is kind of funny, maybe, we are in front of a church here. Yeah. I was raised in a Catholic school, but I am coming to church.
Oh, really?
For the first time, volunteered on my own to the church. So I'm walking here, I do my workout over there, I do my groceries over here, and they have like 5, 6, 7 masses a day.
So everything
so
is
there's no one excuse. I go there, I do my prayer or meditation. So there are so many little things that just improve my life here. That's why I'm in love here.
So everything's like within like a 5-block radius for you.
It's crazy.
That's pretty amazing. So, all of those things sound amazing. They're great. Now tell us about what are some of the bad things about living in Medellin?
Well, one of the things that I don't like, as you can see, there's a lot of homeless people around. I actually have some of them are my friends. I talk to them and I have, and they tell me and they teach me many things. But I see them throwing garbage to the river. I see them throwing their shirts, and I don't like that. I'm kind of like not seeing it that much anymore. But you need to be in a really, really, really high-end neighborhood to maybe be in that bubble that you don't see that. Yeah. But if you go around from my house to my apartment to here, there's a couple of places that you see a lot of trash.
Right.
And that's a thing that I don't like.
If you're like Alejandro and you're looking to relocate to Medellin, make sure to check out the MedellinMasterclass.com. We've helped over 30 people relocate to Medellin from the United States or from the UK. This masterclass helps you understand everything that you need to know in order to make your transition smooth and enjoyable. On top of that, you get to join our community of over 30 members that are either living here full-time or part-time or are gearing up to move here. You could ask all the questions that you need. It's basically like having a community here before you even get here. Go to the MedellinMasterclass.com. The link is in the description below. Book a call with me and we'll see if we're a good fit. Finally, a big question that comes up a lot, especially for people like us who are in our either 30s or 40s, maybe even 50s and 60s that are coming down here that are single. What has been your experience dating in Medellin?
Well, the first thing is that I came here to improve my quality of life and my routine and my business, so I didn't come here thinking about that, but I can tell you my experience. First of all, there's a lot of an exercise, there's a mentality of doing a lot of exercise. So I go to the Tres Cruces hill, and you'll see beautiful women over there doing exercise any day, mostly 5 a.m., 6 a.m.
Right.
People are here very nice, so you can just talk to anybody. Again, or what I say, if you're not doing good with girls over there, that doesn't mean you will do good here with girls.
That's a very good
because it depends
point.
on it depends on your personality.
Yeah. So let me repeat that for some of you, because a lot of you guys kind of hear what you want to hear. So what he's saying, what he just said, is that if you are not doing great or even good with women in your own country, what makes you think you are going to do great in Colombia? Just because you might have some dollars and because you speak English, it doesn't mean that you're gonna be the Don Juan out here. That is not the case.
If you're looking for a serious relationship, then you need to work on yourself like you would in the United States.
What would be a good budget for someone that wants to move down here per month to have?
Well, I can tell you my budget. I'm spending about between $900 and $1,100 on my rent, which includes AC, includes cleaning every 2 weeks.
Right.
Even though I clean almost every day because of my cats, but every 2 weeks I get the full, cleanup. Electricity, good internet connection. So it's not optic fiber, but you have all kinds of good connections here in Medellin if you need the fast internet for your business or whatever.
Right.
Electricity, water, utilities, everything. This month, I paid $901 because I've been negotiating the prices and they've been lowering a little bit for me. So that's $900. Now, I don't go out that much, even though I can or whatever. I don't go out that much. I do I buy groceries and many other stuff, which save me money.
Yeah.
And I know that I'm spending under $2,000.
Okay.
Under $2,000, but I can't even go lower than that if I wanted to.
Okay. So $2,000 is a pretty good budget.
Yeah.
And finally, would you recommend someone living in Medellin if they were tired with their life in the United States, tired with the 9 to 5, tired of the not only the rat race of the business world, but also the rat race of, let's say, the socializing world of cat and mouse, chasing women, chasing men, chasing women again, and give and take and all this stuff that's going on over there politically, socially, etc. Would you recommend Colombia or Medellin particularly as a good destination for those type of people?
In general, I would say yes, but every time I tell something to people, it needs to be like personalized for them. In my case, I came here because I did my astrocartography chart, and for me, Medellin was great and has been great, but not necessarily for everybody, because people here go to Spain for different reasons, right? Because they can go in there and whatever. So always the grass is greener in the other side. So we go back to the point of, if you're not doing good there, you might do good here, but not necessarily. It depends on you. Now you will spend less money. People are very social, and again, it depends on what part of the United States, because there are great places in the United States and there are horrible places in the United States. So I mean, it depends on each person. But in general, you have nothing to lose unless you will sell your life and do everything and come here. But if you can come here for a month and then just test it yourself, if you can learn this, like for example, I have a neighbor that I met today, and he didn't speak Spanish, and he's doing his best to speak Spanish. He's staying here till October. He's doing his visa, and he told me, I'm doing my best to learn Spanish. So he will do good because he's trying to join the community. And again,
and he's in Medellin.
In Medellin. That's
Spanish.
And it's like
he has to speak Spanish.
If you are willing to join the culture, to talk to people, you will not have any problem. Because even though we look like aliens here, with people speaking in English, I don't feel threatened. I feel okay, and if I go to them and start talking to them, they will talk to me, no problem. So for me, I mean, I would say generally, yes.
All right, so you mentioned astrocartography. Seems like it's changed your life, kind of. I've read about it before, but I don't know a lot about it. Tell me, what is astrocartography?
Well, astrocartography is the astrology of place. It's a technique that I use to be able to find where you have more supported places around the world. I mean, it's good for if you want to find love, if you want to do spiritual growth, improve your career. I mean, that's what I did. I mean, I am a retired attorney, and I was looking to find my true purpose in life. And using that technique, I found that Medellin was one of the best places in the world for me to live, and the best one to do what I'm doing right now. And so I'm very happy here. I'm living astrocartography, and that's what I do now for a living.
Wow, so if someone wants to get a reading, you could do it for them.
Yeah, well, I mean, with your birth chart information,
right.
You give me your date, your time when you were born, and the place, and we can find out which part in the world is better for you. And since you have great subscribers in this channel, if somebody's watching right now and mention Medellin Buzz to my WhatsApp, I'll give them a 50% discount to get a reading with me. It's gonna be a 60-minute reading, and you'll know what to do for the next years, so you have better probabilities to improve your life, like I have, and many thousands of others have done around the world. Yeah, my WhatsApp number is 1-787-667-2210. You send me Medellin Buzz, and I'll send you all the information required for you to book a consultation with me.
All right, the contact information is in the description below. Hit them up for that discount. Okay, it's starting to storm, but let's grab a beer. We can sit in here. ¿Nos podemos sentar acá?
Claro.
Claro, gracias. El chorizo está barato, ¿a cómo?
A 6.000 la porción.
¿Por qué tanto? Yo cara de gringo.
Ay, pues me dio cara de rola. Me dio cara de pastillas.
¿Nos regalas 2 cervezas?
Sí, veo que tienen águila.
Águila, 2 águilas, por favor.
Ay, usted lo que hace volar.
Sí, no. Well, I definitely appreciate it, Alejandro. It's always awesome hanging out with you, man. I learned something today. I'm going to look up astrocartology.
Castrography, yeah. Astrocartography.
What's it?
Astrocartography.
Yeah, I'm going to look that up. That's interesting to me.
Yeah.
Love it. Cheers.
All right, man. Cheers to you too.
Cheers.